The article I chose is Evaluation of Classroom Active Engagement in Elementary Students with Autism Spectrum Disorder. It's by Sparapany, Morgan, Reinhardt, Schetzneider, and Weatherby. I'm Michelle Means-McGruder. The article overview states that active engagement has been conceptualized as a dynamic construct important for learning. Researchers and policymakers have identified active engagement as a key component in effective programming for students with autism spectrum disorder. The National Research Council has recommended that students with ASD spend a minimum of 25 hours per week actively engaged in learning activities to promote positive educational outcomes. The author's perspective and opinion is that ASD is a neurodevelopmental disorder that is characterized by impairment on social communication and the presence of fixated interests and repetitive behaviors. 1 in 68 children in the United States is diagnosed with ASD. ASD is a complex lifelong condition, and individual presentations of ASD range from mild impairment to profound disability. Research is needed to identify effective treatments for students with ASD that promote active engagement within educational settings, as well as to identify important behaviors that are associated with change as a result of school-based interventions. My reaction to the article. The article is personal as I have 2 nieces diagnosed with ASD. They've both been successful in school regardless of the diagnosis. The eldest graduated from high school and from college, and she's now a paraprofessional at a high school. My younger niece has graduated from high school, but she's still going to school to expand on her independent skills, as she is a bit more severe than the elder one. I do agree with the authors when it is stated that active engagement includes behaviors such as attending to lessons, completing assignments, responding and following instructions. High-quality teacher-student interaction is associated with greater active engagement. Student engagement is a big piece associated with student achievement. Implications to practice. In order to evaluate active engagement in students with ASD, there needs to be a tool that measures student emotional regulation, classroom participation, independence, and social connectedness, as well as document the number of times students initiate communications and their ability to adapt to classroom changes. We must create opportunities for students to be engaged. We must move to a facilitator role and let the students lead lessons regardless of the student's ability. Students must be involved, which will lead to greater comprehension and overall class participation. We have found that active participation is an important predictor for academic success. Some students may need educational supports to increase participation and/or independence within activities. The references are Evaluation of Classroom Active Engagement in Elementary Students with Autism Spectrum Disorder, and it came from the Journal of Autism and Development. That's my presentation.